Hi, welcome to another beautiful episode of CAT Question of the Day initiative by iQUANTA. I am Kamal Lohiya, and today we are going to discuss this geometry problem. I am sure you have solved it already, or अगर नहीं solve किया है, तो you still have time. I am giving you some time. You can pause your video and solve this question first. Fine. After that, we shall discuss it together. Your time starts now. Okay, so I hope you have solved it. Now let's see. So it says the four sides of a quadrilateral are all integers. Okay, so side lengths are all integers. So 2, 3, 6 and n. So n is unknown. Question is asking about how many different values are possible for n. n की कितनी values possible है हमें ये बताना है. I'm sure all of you are already familiar with triangular inequality, isn't it? Yes or no? So let me recall. अगर हमारे पास एक triangle है जिसमें तीन sides हैं, let's say A, B and C. I'm assuming C is the longest one. So what is the relation between the three side lengths? The triangle inequality says that all of you know this, that C should be less than A plus B, isn't it? And it is not necessary, by the way, it is the longest. It could be any of the sides. It is valid for all the three cases. So if A, B, C are three side lengths, they may be same or different, whatever it is. So the third side length should be smaller than sum of other two, and it should be greater than difference of other two, right? A minus B or A plus B. Now don't go by their lengths, right? It is appearing to be A to be the smaller one, but don't go by that. It could be have any things, any arrangement possible. So basically, if you have three sides A, B, C of a triangle, in that case, the triangle inequality says that longest this third side should be smaller than sum of other two sides and greater than the difference of the two sides. But now here question is asking about quadrilateral. ये तो हमें कराया नहीं था भाई. School didn't teach this and we don't know much about that. So how to go about it? So now listen, dear students, this is learning for all of you, that this inequality which we have just learned, we have just recalled about triangles, it is not only for triangles, first thing. And the second thing, the way I have written it, it is not the best way to write it. It is not the best way. What is the best way, sir? Best way is very simple, that the longest side, listen carefully now, the longest side should be smaller than sum of all other sides. And the thing which I have just written, the inequality, now it is valid for all polygons. It is valid for all polygons. So now it can be called as polygonal inequality. Now it is not only limited to triangles. ये सिर्फ triangles के लिए ही valid नहीं है, ये सभी polygons के लिए valid है. Polygon का क्या मतलब होता है जी? Polygon is a two-dimensional closed figure, right? A planar figure having many sides. Poly का मतलब many होता है, gon का मतलब sides होता है. ऐसा closed polygon, ऐसा closed two-dimensional plane figure जिसकी काफी sides हैं, right? Minimum of course 3. So minimum 3 side when it is having, it is called triangle. If it is having more sides, it can be quadrilateral, pentagon, hexagon, and like that. Anyhow, so the condition is that the longest side should be smaller than sum of all other sides. That's it. And that's what exactly I did here as well. See, I told you, अगर मैं C को longest side मान लेता हूँ, तो C this inequality should be satisfied at that time also, right? तो अगर longest side बाकी दोनों के सम से कम है, तो हर साइड बाकी दोनों के सम से कम होगी ना? Yes or no? Of course, yes. And the same thing is there. So this is the best way and the shortest way to use this condition. Okay, now let's come to the question here. Now this question is talking about a quadrilateral whose sides are all integers. Sides are integers. So basically this n is going to be integer only. Of course, positive integer. It can't be negative one, right? And what else? What else? The four sides are given 2, 3, 6, n. So three sides are given. N is not known. N की value हमें बतानी है. Now two conditions can be there. So या तो n longest side है. Remember this condition now, right? I'm looking for what is the longest side. या तो n is the longest side. N could be the longest one. या फिर n longest side नहीं है. Can there be anything else? Certainly not. Okay, let's make both the cases. First case, if n is longest side, right? If n is longest side. So what does my polygonal inequality says? It says this longest side यानी कि n must be smaller किससे? Than the sum of all other side lengths, right? And the sum of all the side lengths is nothing but 2 plus 3 plus x. Are you getting that? Which means it tells me that n should be less than 6, 10 to 9 and to 11. Is that fine? So n must be less than 11 for sure. In no case n can be 11 or more than that. It's not possible. Polygon या quadrilateral नहीं बनेगा. Fine? Okay. That's one condition. Okay. लेकिन सर ऐसा भी तो हो सकता है ना कि n is not the longest side. Yes. So that is my second case. Let me write here. Second case. What is that? If n is not the longest side, n is not the longest side, in that case what will happen? Can you tell me what will be the longest side if n is not the longest side? Out of these four, अगर n longest side नहीं है तो कौन सी longest side होगी? Can 2 be the longest? क्यों मजाक करते हो? 2 से बड़ी लेंथ तो दिख रही है ना? 3 will 3 be longest side? No sir, clearly 6, right? Yes. So if n is not the longest side, so clearly 6 is the longest side. The condition is still valid, right? The condition is still valid. So in that case, what will happen to the n? N की वैल्यू फिर क्या-क्या हो सकती है? Let's check the condition. The longest side, that is 6 in this case. So this 6 must be less than, right? This longest side must be less than sum of all other sides. What are other sides? Now 2, 3 and n. So it is 2 plus 3 plus n. Now from here we will be getting another condition on n. So this n must be, this is 2 plus 3, 5 and 6 minus 5 would be 1. So this n must be greater than 1. Are you getting that? ठीक है ना? तो 6 में से 3 plus 2, 5 minus कर दिया. तो n must be greater than 1. So these are the two conditions on n now. कि n की वैल्यू 1 से ज्यादा होनी चाहिए, 11 से कम होनी चाहिए. तो n क्या-क्या हो सकता है? The possible values of n now are simply, so n belongs to this set of values starting from 2 because they are all integers. I cannot have fractions, decimals, they are not valid. अगर ये integers की condition ना होती ना, in that case there had been infinitely many values possible within this range. But because the condition is that the numbers are integers, the side lengths are all integers, right? The four sides of a quadrilateral are all integers, so it confirms that n is going to be an integer in this range, right? So it is excluding these boundary values. So n cannot be 1. The smallest value possible is 2. Then 2 ke baad it could be 3 as well, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and up to 10 because it has to be less than 11. Right? So we just need to, question was just asking about the how many different values are possible for n. So it's clearly कि 1 से लेके 10 तक 10 values होती है, जो 1 छोड़ दिया है तो there are 9 values possible. So answer to this question is simply 9 values. Fine. I hope it is very clear. Thank you very much.